There is clearly some crisis within the APC that is generating a lot of controversy here. But if you look deeply into some of the things that Mrs. Buhari has said, that the president does not know 45 out of 50, for example, of the people he appointed, and I don't know them either, despite being his wife of 27 years. He's yet to tell me, but I have decided as his wife that if things continue like this up to 2019, I will not go out and campaign again and ask any woman to vote like I did before. I will never do it again. Looks to me like a warning for the president to change. Well, especially when the president now said she belongs in the kitchen. We don't know what exactly will become of this. But let's get some perspective to this now. A presidential candidate of Kowa Party, Professor Remi Sonaiya, joins us from Ile-Ife. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. What do you make of the reaction of the president on this one, that the wife belongs to the kitchen? He seems to be serious about what he said, considering the fact that he reacted to it and said, that's what exactly he meant, and the woman is meant to take care of him. What would you say on this?
Thank you very much. Good evening. I'm happy to contribute on this issue. And what I would like to say might not really be in line with the attitude that a lot of people have taken. I actually did tweet about this. And I said that I was a bit sad that this has happened. You know, personally, I cannot gloat over a situation, you know, because people are expecting me to say, oh, you know, come out, gung ho, and things like that. Yes, the president said something that was wrong. I really do hope that he was caught off guard, you know, and that this does not really represent, you know, what he believes in. I hope, you know, after all, his wife has written a book, you know, she's a business woman, she's recognized as such. So I really hope that he does not mean that that is all that a woman deserves, or that's all the position she deserves to occupy. But I think it is sad that something that should really be a private issue has come out into the open like this. And I really sincerely hope that, you know, they'll be able to resolve this matter and work things out between them. After all, a man and his wife are supposed to be the closest people, you know, together. And, you know, this is not a good reflection on that relationship. So I kind of feel sorry that this has happened. But definitely, you know, women are not to be just consigned to the kitchen, to the living room, or the other room for that matter.
Professor Sonaiya, apart from the political correctness of whether or not it was politically correct, because this day and time there are some words that are termed politically incorrect world over, especially in the Western world, where the president has made this comment. Some have termed it sexist in their own sense and perspective. Culturally, in this part of the world, it may be seen differently, and in some part of the world also, it may be seen differently. But this actually does have some kind of undertone politically. Of course, there might be some pressure on the wife of the president. Do you think that is exactly what is happening? There's frustrated the woman to speak up in this manner.
Well, I don't know what, you know, pressure she might have been under from you know, any quarters. But I mean, you are right that the statement of the president is actually politically incorrect in this day and age. And remember, like you said, I mean, I was a president. If a presidential candidate, if I came out it meant that I did not feel that the other candidates represented the point of view that I would have liked to espouse. Otherwise, I could have supported, somebody else. So there's no doubt about that, and I think that underscores the importance of ensuring that those who represent us, represent us well. Of course, a lot of people have mentioned the fact that here was our president standing beside Chancellor Merkel of Germany and saying something like that. It really didn't present us in a very, very good light, and that's part of what I'd like to say. However, there's something else I'd like to point out, because there have been talks about Dr. Bukola Saraki saying, well, this thing has been going on for a long time. That is what Mrs. Buhari referred to, and that he himself had mentioned it before. Well, let him recognize that Nigerians have a lot of issues with the National Assembly too. So the issues of the lack of transparency of the National Assembly is a serious issue, that Nigerians are concerned about, and this is no time for him to give us any grandstanding and say, well, I too have said this. We have problems.
Okay.
With him
Professor
and the Senate as well.
Remi Sonaiya, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Professor Remi Sonaiya, for joining us. I hope that one of these days you will have time to join us in the studio to discuss some national issues. Professor Remi Sonaiya, the presidential candidate of Kowa Party. But we'll take a breather here, and when we come back, of course, my guest is here, Mr. Martin Zonovo. Join us again.